Welcome to Play Branson. It's good to have you here. My name is Chris Meyer, and I'm here with Haley Westrich. Haley, good afternoon.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good.
I'm doing awesome. For those of you that maybe haven't ever tuned in, we interview Branson entertainers so you can get to know them better.
Yes.
And
it's
so,
exciting.
So it is. And you know what's been pretty darn exciting is I've heard since we've been doing this a while now, I'm starting to hear some really good feedback from people that are like, the guests love it in Branson because we're actually on some hotel
We are.
TVs, and some of the guests are now watching them, and they're like, they get to know the entertainer in a much deeper level, which is what we want.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I'm really excited about some of the feedback we're getting, and some of you out there have been watching us, and you've been telling us who you want us to interview, and so we are working on scheduling some of those interviews. But, you know, one of the things I hear sometimes is people are like, you know, Branson shows are expensive.
Right.
And I'm like, where else can you go in the country and see the quality of shows you have for as reasonable a price as Branson?
Exactly.
Like, I just went to Las Vegas and I saw Cher, and I'm in the nosebleed seats, and I paid like $100.
Wow.
You know, and that was the bad seats. And so when people like are saying like $30, $40 is a lot, I'm like, you can't go to Vegas and pay that. You can't go to New York City and pay that. And so I want to say here on TV that Branson has the best show value in the country, period. And if you don't believe me, then you tell me where it is, because I think that's true. And so you can see a lot of shows. Your money goes farther in Branson when it comes to entertainment. And so for those of the people, you know, someone that maybe came to Branson 30 years ago and they paid $2 a ticket, there's a thing called inflation.
Yes.
And they're paying more for their, you know, their staff. I mean, Coke's prices aren't the same as they were back then. So it's just going to cost more over time. But Branson's value is by far the best in the country when it comes to shows. So I kind of got on a little kickbox here. What is that? Is that what it's called? A soapbox. Soapbox.
Yes.
Where'd kickbox come from? Anyway, okay, we're going to go back into our new episode, or our new thing that we're calling called Dumb Questions, or Things That Make You Go,
Okay.
Okay, here we go. If athletes get athlete's foot or feet, is it foot or feet? I don't know. Athlete's foot? Foot. Mm-hmm. Do astronauts get mistletoe? That's a good one. If an orange is orange, why isn't a lime called a green and a lemon called a yellow?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Okay, why do we have hot water heaters when hot water heaters don't need to be heated? Or hot water doesn't need to be heated.
Right.
It's already hot.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we drive on parkways and park on driveways?
That's the age-old question. Still haven't figured that one out.
Isn't that interesting? Okay, here is the good question, or the serious question. This is a good one. It's a very thought-provoking one. Would you have one of your fingers surgically removed if it guaranteed immunity, I can't say that word, from all major diseases? Would you do that?
I mean, you'd live a lot longer. And
Possibly. Unless you're in a car wreck.
That's true.
So, but if you could, if like, take off your pinky, no cancer.
Oh, I don't know.
That's a good question.
That's
It's a
true.
very thought-provoking question.
It is.
So, anyway, I'm really excited about our guest coming up today.
Me too.
And I'm going to make a pretty bold claim about her.
Okay.
Okay, you ready? I think she is probably the most talented young female performer in Branson. And so that's a pretty big claim.
Absolutely.
But she's pretty awesome.
Yes.
So who are we going to see?
We're going to see Catherine Haygood. So stay with us. When we come back, we'll welcome her.
We'll be back.
The Platinum Award-winning Comfort Inn at Thousand Hills overlooks the Thousand Hills Golf Course in Branson and features a unique mountain lodge theme. The guest rooms are spectacular. Enjoy a free hot breakfast every day. Cool off in the refreshing indoor pool and hot tub. For more information or reservations, call 1-877-335-4727.
Welcome back to Play Branson. I'm here with Catherine Haygood today. Catherine, it's awesome to have you here.
Hello, it's nice to be here.
So a while back we had your brother Tim. I don't know if you know that or not, but
Yes.
he said you could come out and come hang with us for a little while.
Of course, happy to be here.
So you have been performing in Branson. You're really almost your entire life.
Yes, we got here when I was 2 years old, so Branson is definitely home.
And so how long, like when did they start taking you out on stage? Like was it when you were like 3 or 2 or?
Oh, I had a tiny little violin when I was 2 years old, and before that they would carry me out and be like, here's their only sister, you know.
Yeah,
So
that's
very young.
That's amazing. And so, like when I said you're like the most talented, I've got some notes here that say you play 6 instruments.
I do, yes. I play the violin, saxophone, piano, guitar, drums, and the harp.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And you're really like in the show, the Haygood show. That's what we'll talk about that in a little bit later. But like you do the harp incredibly well. I mean, that's kind of like is that kind of like your feature? Would you call it that?
Yes, that is my favorite instrument in the entire world. It's so unique, and not very many people play it, and not very many people get to hear it very often. So I'm honored to be able to perform and represent the instrument in such a magical way.
Yeah. And so you have lots of brothers.
I do.
So tell people how many brothers you have if they haven't seen the show or whatever.
Of course, I have 7 brothers, and 6 of them are on stage with us right now. Then just me.
So how was that being the only girl in the family? Like, was that easy? Was it hard? How?
You know, it's a little bit of both. Growing up, you know, you always have your family moments, but overall, honestly, I'm blessed with the best brothers you could ever ask for. So
Yeah, that's good.
they're super supportive, and growing up was a lot of fun.
Okay. Haley?
So outside of your brothers, of course, I'm sure they're influential in your life. Who else have been inspirations to you?
Oh man, I would have to say, you know, I look up a lot to my sister-in-laws because I didn't have, you know, biological sisters, and my parents a lot. Basically just my family.
So what do you tell people what you do in your spare time when you're not in the show? Like, what are you doing?
I love to go out on the lake, kayaking, hiking. I'm such an outdoorsy person. If it's a beautiful day, you can guarantee that I'm outside. I mean, we live in such a beautiful area that it's hard not to go out and enjoy it. I also love to do yoga and just stay active and hang out with friends and enjoy Branson.
And so you're married as well, right?
I am, yes.
So how long have you been married?
5 years.
5 years.
5 years, yes. My husband was in the Air Force for 5 years, so pretty much our first part of our marriage. But he's home now, and on my days off, you know, we'll go out and explore the town together, and it's very nice having him home.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, I was getting caught up on my paper reading the other day, and I came across this great article that's the Branson Show Awards, and in there, you have won I'm trying to find it in here, and there's all the best instrumentalist, and so that's pretty awesome. So congratulations.
Thank you so much. That's such an honor.
So. And I, you know, there's different award shows in town, but I guess somehow the Arts Council is involved in that. But just to be recognized in anything is cool.
Yes, of course. That's amazing for them to tell people that.
Yeah. Did you
And
even know
honor
this?
me.
Did you know this?
No, I
You
didn't
even know
actually.
this. I broke the story to her first.
Yes, that's very exciting.
Yeah.
I'm
So
honored.
maybe there's some other awards on here that we could find out. Look, no, here's another one. The best musical family, the Haygoods. There's another award. So I'm sure there could be something else on here
That is
that
so special.
I don't know. So congratulations.
Thank you so much, and thank you.
So we'll be back in just a moment, and we'll talk more with Catherine Haygood and the Haygood show. So we'll be back in just a moment.
Let's go!
So you just saw a video of the Haygoods, which is an amazing video. I love that video. It's just high energy, lots of excitement. And so we're back. Catherine, welcome back to the second half of the show.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Yep.
So Catherine, tell us a little bit about your guys' show this season.
All right, we have an all-new show for this season. It's a big variety show. We have all kinds of special effects, lasers, lights, pyro. We play tons of music from country, rock, pop, and also some classics with our own little spin on it. This year we added some a cappella and some really nice moments up front on stage, along with our big production numbers. So pretty much just everything that everyone would love from young and old. We try to tailor it to where everybody would love to come and see us.
So the question I have is because I think Dominic is kind of the one that produces the show. Is that right?
Yeah.
And so do they let you have input, or do they just say, this is what you're doing and you got to do it? Or any arguments? We want some gossip. We want the good stuff.
That's a good question. We all kind of have our own little part in the show. And, our main goal is to really make the best product that we can. So yeah, sure, there's going to be a little riffs and tiffs, but at the end of the day, we all just come together and we each have our own little jobs that we do. And, it's not too bad. Not too many arguments.
Yeah, well, that's good.
It happens.
Right.
That's good. And it does happen in families. But for you guys to really work as a family this long is really a testament. And the reality is you guys are all so young, but you started so young. And so you've got a lot of opportunity in your future. So, and you guys have done kind of some side projects, whether it's been on TV or maybe talk a little bit about some of the different things that you guys have worked on besides the show here in Branson.
Yeah, Branson has been so good to us, and we will always call it home, for sure. We do have a couple music projects where we can release original music, the Mad Mountain Kings. We've done some television spots. Our last one was with Barry Williams.
Right.
We did that show, so it's
and for
exciting.
those people that don't know Barry Williams, Greg Brady. So yeah.
Yes, he's a
Greg
good
Brady.
friend.
Yeah.
Barry and Branson. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, we have all kinds of projects going, whether on the stage or off the stage. Just having fun and promoting Branson, and we will always definitely for sure call Branson home.
So what is your favorite part of the show?
Oh, that's a tough question. I would have to say my favorite part of the show would probably be my solo on the harp. That's a really nice moment, and that kind of kicks off my favorite section in the show, to where we're wearing all white and everything lights up and all the instruments light up, and it's a really magical segment. And yeah, I would have to say.
Yeah. And I think, one of the things about the Haygood show is you create a lot of what I call magical moments. And
Yes.
you can't get it on a CD and listen to it. You have to be there in person to experience it. And I think as a family, you've done really well of capturing that, show essence of being able to say, you've got to be there to experience it. And
For sure, yes. I would have to say, come watch us if you can and get the full experience. In real life, it's really awesome.
So tell people when you're performing, where you're performing at. And
We are performing at the Clay Cooper Theater Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday at 7:30 p.m.
so if you don't know where the Clay Cooper Theater is, it's right in the center of Branson on Highway 76, right across from the Best Western Center Point Inn and right next to the Titanic Museum as well. So if you know where those are, right across the street from them there. We've got several things coming up in the this next week in Branson. On June 9th and 10th, we have the Firefighter Challenge down at Branson Landing. It's been rescheduled to that weekend. They canceled it due to weather a while back, but that'll be happening. So if you want to go down and check that out, you can. On June 9th, we have the Lovin' Spoonful Rock and Roll Hall of Famers. They're going to be out at Silver Dollar City. Some of the songs they've sang that you might remember are Summer in the City, Do You Believe in Magic, Daydream. And then on June 10th, we have Poco. They had some hits on Billboard Top 40. And then on June 11th, we have Rare Earth, American rock band. Born to Wonder, I just want to celebrate. Everybody knows that song. I just want to celebrate. That's a good one. And, Father's Day is right around the corner as well. And, one of the things I don't do enough is I don't thank Kevin Shorey and his tech crew that help us out here. And so if you're in the Branson area, be sure and go by the Branson Mill. Kevin Shorey also has a live show every week here, Tuesday through Friday at 2 o'clock. And so be sure to check them out. We just want to thank them for their help in putting this show together. We don't do that, thank them enough. And once again, if you like this show, and share it on Facebook at facebook.com/playbranson. For the first 5 people that do that, we're going to give you free Chick-fil-A. And last but not least, if you want to go see the Haygoods, go to ibranson.com or call 1-877-ENTERTAIN, and they can help book your Haygood tickets, your other show tickets, attraction tickets, and lodging. Until next week, this is Play Branson over and out.